What's up, fight fans, moviegoers, Jedis, and Sith? I'm Jay Cotto, and welcome to the Boxing and Jedis Temple. And of course, out here, it's in Florida. It's a bit fucked up. It rained. It's gonna rain, but I'm just sitting out on my porch. Just wanna have a seat with you guys real fast. This is a video to everyone. You know, um, this also goes. This is for the James Gunn. You know, shit that's been going on. A lot of uploaders don't understand exactly why a lot of subscribers have been unsubscribing from them after they made James Gunn videos, and it's not because you made a James Gunn video. It's not because every time you make a James Gunn video, you're gonna get backlash. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's the clickbait that actually just blew up in your faces. You see, because you can't say, on your videos, James Gunn, I'm disgusted in you. You made pedophile tweets, 10,000 of them, this and that, and you're all for the cause. Yeah, all for the cause, and you're doing irresponsible journalism by doing that, by telling everyone, yeah, look at me, you know, I'm fighting for a cause here. Or, you say something about children and pedophiliacs and even jokes is fucked up, and all you guys are taking your videos down because you contradicted yourself, and you're all about clickbait. You got motherfuckers burning shirts over at Geeks and Gamers. You got people unsubscribing from Ethan Van Sciver. You got, and I had called this out yesterday. I had said, I had unsubscribed from a lot. You can't go off and say that now that people are burning your merchandise because of the contradiction that you set before them. You can't go on and say that, oh, now they're burning shirts, he bought it. It's not the point that people are swung first, and no, it's got nothing to do with that. You have to take responsibility for what you've done, and what you've done was sell a lie, clickbait. You used people's emotion. Certain uploaders have children themselves, so they just don't understand on how you can. I'm not gonna go as far as calling people pedophiliac apologists or anything like that, but I will call you a flip-flopper. Yes, I will, because that's exactly what you did, and this is why they're mad. Because you're leaving people as a leader on this shit. You can't leave people in a confused state. Okay, that's number one. You just can't do that. You can't lead people into a state where you say one thing and then you come back and say another, just because you want to see the continuing growth of Marvel, or because you like the Guardians of the Galaxy. And a lot of people are starting to get now that Disney never fired them. A lot of people are starting to get now that this was all a fucking joke. So when you look at other shit that you're fighting for, do you actually think that people should take a stand with you now? Because you're just not understanding that when you come out and you say James Gunn is fucked up for those tweets, it's very suspect, and then all of a sudden, months later, change your tone on that. That's not an opinion. That's not, no. And especially being an uploader, being uploaders and having and bringing this content to them, and then speaking upon how they feel, because everyone was pissed off about that. And if nobody knew about it, you brought it to the forefront. So you were the one that placed that into their fucking system. So how is it that you're mad now, Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers and everyone else, that people are unsubscribing? How are you calling them names when the real fucked up person here are you guys, because you guys have emotionally fucked them over, and now you're gonna include them into SJW shit, and of course, that's your defense, of course. But people are not stupid. People like myself, even smarter, will sit back and say, you know what, that's kind of fucking right. People that are subscribed to you and that are unsubscribing are the ones that woke up and said, wait a minute, hold up. He said this was fucking wrong, and all of a sudden, because he's having mixed emotions about it, and he doesn't know how to feel about it, but you knew how to feel about it. It's a clickbait. People caught onto it, and it's fucked up. Me personally, like I said, I don't give a shit. You guys can come out and reply to me, swing back, do whatever the fuck you do. But like I said on my last video, you better come heavy. You better come heavy. Because I've been on this shit for a long time, and I've been calling motherfuckers out like you guys, you know, and it is what it is. You know? I, for one, don't flip-flop. I'm not going to flip-flop. I'm not going to sell anyone a fucking dream. I'm not going to, you know, so once you do that, once you bring something like this to someone's attention, and then they wholeheartedly follow you, and then you just flip-flop like that, how do you think they're going to act? What do you think the backlash is going to be? People are going to call you a fake. They're going to call you a phony. They're going to back off from you. They're going to say, you know what? You have no fucking sense of direction whatsoever. You got to be a man about it. You got to own up to your shit. Bottom line, you can be mad at me. You can call me names. You can say whatever you like. But at the end of the day, what you didn't do is you didn't face up to the fact that you flip-flop. You guys didn't face the fact that, you know what? I should have reached out to this dude and told him exactly what is your problem. Why? And I guarantee that it would be that. You flip-flop. You said one thing, you had us believe in one thing, then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know. You know, you guys all this, I don't know how to feel about this. And how are you not going to know how to feel about it after the fact that you already said he's fucked up for what he's done? We all agreed on it. It was fucked up. We're fighting Disney and all this shit. You know, like I said, man, these guys are just, you know, they're just you know, emotional tampering experts. You know, these guys just love feeding off of your energy, and they're gonna continue to fucking do it. You know what I mean? It's very few truth telling channels that are actually going to bring you the real shit without flip flopping. And I apologize to each and every one of those, you know, subs that unsubscribed that actually weren't on the SJW shit, because they actually said exactly why, and they said exactly what I'm saying. So that makes me an SJW fucking crybaby, or whatever the fuck you guys are calling people, because they pointed out your bullshit. So let me guess, you can come on this camera and you can point people's bullshit out, but as soon as they see something wrong with you, as soon as you made a mistake, you can't own up to it. Right away, they've got to be called this, they've got to be called that. You've got to put it into a perspective where you're trying to defend yourself, and I think it's all bullshit. Get your money, do what you got to do. But the one thing you don't do is you don't flip-flop on your subs. Otherwise than that, I'm Jay Cotto, your boy telling the truth within the sport of boxing, Star Wars, and life itself. Otherwise than that, I'll see if I can come on tonight for a late night boxing talk. God bless, stay vigilant, and may the force be with you. # come back to boxing. Peace.